BAMMA 7. We're here in Birmingham with Paul Daley, who's just recently got signed for this show, and had a little bit of problems with the weight last night. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, I feel a lot better, you know. I don't mean to disrespect anyone, disrespect my fans, but yeah, we had some problems with the weight again. A lot of issues backstage. I don't want to embarrass anybody or any of the staff that was working on the show, but there were some situations that we couldn't iron out in time to get the weight down. But I'm here. Radev accepted the fight, so now my priority is just to get the fight on, get a win, and just get out of here.
Well, to be fair, to be honest, the sauna broke down, and it's not really anyone's fault, but it broke down. I know that it always makes it harder to cut the weight when you have to stop and then start again, right?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's not a problem of the sauna breaking down if there was some kind of backup, but then the backup was broken down, and then we had to get here for the weigh-ins, and I just wanted to go straight to the weight to keep my body heat, keep the sweat going. But they said no. They were adamant we had to come to this weigh-in first, which meant that was an hour cooling down. And once you lost so much weight and your body has to start up again in order to lose the last bit of weight, it's very difficult. And anybody that's done it will tell you the same thing. So.
You were staying very active. You didn't fight that long ago in Strikeforce, which could be considered one of the, if not the top fight of 2011 with Diaz. You're fighting here, and then you got another fight within 5 weeks. Is there any particular reason to why you're staying so active?
It's just something that I've always done. I mean, if you look at my record, I have over 40 fights, and if you look at all the other UK guys, you won't see as many fights. I just like to keep busy. You know, I think if you're a fighter, you fight. The Thais fight to feed themselves, and that's the way I see it. I fight not for the glamour, not for any of all the fame or anything like that, but I fight because it's my living. So these Thais, they go out there, they fight 2, 3, 4 times a week at sometimes, and if I'm fit and I'm healthy, then I don't see why not. There's nothing stopping me, you know.
You're still with Strikeforce. You know, people are saying that, you know, within a couple of years, Strikeforce might be kind of merging completely with the UFC. If that was the case, the employer, so to speak, would be Dana White. Would you go back to the UFC if you had the opportunity to do so?
If the opportunity came, then definitely I'd go back to the UFC. But you say a couple of years, I think they're going to merge with Strikeforce within the next 12 months, to be honest with you. That's what I'm sort of hearing on the grapevine. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to fight, and just what other opportunities come, then I'm going to take them.
Being back in England, where you're from, obviously, fighting here, the fans, the atmosphere is completely different. The fighters are talking about it. I've mentioned it a couple of times as well. It's completely different. It's electric when you're in there. Do you feel the difference when you're fighting yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a hometown crowd, you know. When you come out, you got a big roar, you know, and it's crazy. I've got fans all over the world, and I've got fans in America as well. So I get a good reception wherever I go, but it doesn't match being in your own country and having the support of all the people in the arena.
And fighting for BAMMA, it doesn't conflict at all with fighting with Strikeforce? That's part of the contract that you have at the moment?
Not specifically BAMMA. I have a non-exclusive contract, and even though the purchase of Strikeforce, it's still upheld. So Zuffa have done that. They've allowed me to fight here. They've allowed me to fight in Canada. And if they've got nothing scheduled for me, then I can fight wherever the hell I want, which I think is really cool of them, and a good job done by my manager before the purchase of Strikeforce by Zuffa.
Yes, the Strikeforce has been very open about that, and allowing a lot of the fighters to find other shows, even allow them to go into different sports such as boxing, obviously. One of the things that BAMMA is showing with this show is that they're really here to stay. They're trying to expand, obviously, signing fighters such as yourself and Nate Marquardt, who's fighting in December. They got Frank Trigg. That's 3 UFC fighters that are now with BAMMA. As Strikeforce now, as you say, most likely going to merge with the UFC within 12 months, 24 months, whatever it is. Do you think that was going to be an issue once your current contract is up with Strikeforce?
Like I said, I don't know. We'll see. As long as I'm fighting, I don't care where it is. I'll be happy. If they merge, they merge, and if it's a problem, it's a problem. If not, then, you know, I'm easy. As long as I can fight, that's what I love to do. That's what pays my bills. So.
Next fight within 5 weeks, 170. It's been a couple of times where you've been overweight. Do you consider even going up to 185?
I'm too small to go up to 185, you know. If there was like a 180 pound category, that'd be perfect for me. But 185 is a little too much for me to go up. Hopefully I'll get some not hopefully, I'll get a lot more better prep. I've got more time with this in hindsight. I'm not going to have no time off after this fight. I expect no injuries. I expect to finish this guy pretty quickly and then get back in the gym, you know, and I think that's going to show when I get on the scales over in Canada.
Nate is going to be here tonight watching the fight. I don't think it's a secret that he's probably looking to fight the winner tonight. That would be an exciting fight. You're an exciting stand-up fighter. Is that a fight you look forward to having yourself?
Oh man, I would love that fight. I don't want to look too far ahead because I've got Radev to beat first, but yeah, definitely Nate is a guy within BAMMA that I think it will get everybody's interest, and it will really take BAMMA to the next level. You know, as a promotion, I think it's going to get a hell of a lot of attention if the fight happens.
You heard it straight from Paul right here, and tonight you'll be able to see him both on Sci-Fi and live on Facebook actually. Paul, good luck tonight, and looking forward to seeing you tonight. If fans want to follow you, you're on Twitter?
Semtex.tv, come and find me there. That's my official website.
Heard it straight from Paul. Thank you.